What is up, guys and gals? It's me, Thomas Final One here, and today I'm here to talk to you really quickly about Fast and Furious 8. I just went and saw it. I just came home. As you can see, I'm not really roaming around like I would be because I actually I went and saw the movie today, but I came home and I wasn't feeling too great, so I just decided to go to bed for a little bit. But as you can see, I'm not in my bed either. But hey, look, there's an Indian head. Anyway, so Fast and Furious 8 takes place in it first starts out in Cuba, and we see Dominic Toretto race his cousin's car against some really weird guy, some really interesting guy. So that's how it starts out. Then we see our first look at this hacker chick. I can't exactly remember her name. It starts with an S. Oh, her name is Cypher. That's her name. Her name is Cypher, and she basically is this hacker who can hack anything in the world. And as we know, as you all know in the last movie, Ramsey is the one who is pretty much the hacker person of the group, other than Tej. But we see the whole group come back except for Paul Walker. We also get to see Elena come back, but after that, we see we see all of that, we go to Luke Hobbs, and he's performing some sort of ritual with his soccer team and with his daughter's soccer team, and then he's approached by some government guy, and that's when Dominic turns rogue. But backtrack to Cuba. Cypher ends up tricking Dominic Toretto to come into his coming back into crime. But we all know Dominic Toretto is not going to do that. So we see Dominic Toretto just basically he played her really well. So as you all know, the trailer speaks for the entire movie. Like, except for, we did not see this. We only saw this in a clip. But Dominic Toretto has a child with Elena. And Elena didn't want to say anything to him because he knew that Letty was going to come back. Now, unfortunately, Cypher uses Elena and his son as leverage. We'll call it leverage because that's pretty much what it is. But Owen Shaw and Deckard Shaw, they basically come back and save Dominic Toretto's son. But during the process of this, Elena gets killed because that's Dominic Toretto's kid, and he disobeyed Cypher, and Cypher killed Elena. She didn't kill the baby, but she killed Elena, and I really think that's really stupid. But pretty much the clips that I really don't need to go into detail about are already on YouTube, which is basically the prison scene with Hobbs and Deckard Shaw. There's a scene with Dominic Toretto and Mrs. Shaw, which is basically Owen and Deckard's mother. So that happened, and then what's really interesting, and I really don't understand this, is that Deckard Shaw is now part of the team. And I really did not expect that to happen because it was a twist. F. Gary Gray, he's the director of this movie. I really think he did a good job capturing the whole, a family's broken and everything like that. But it's just a really interesting movie. You have to go see it. I give this movie a 6 out of 10 due to I give it a 6 out of 10 on the storyline plot because they kind of twisted everything. He kind of twisted the whole story plot. I give it a 2 out of 10 for originality because it's Fast and Furious. We all knew it was going to have cars, guns, movies, and hot women. We all knew that. I give it a 9 out of 10 for the action scale because it was really good. We had explosions, we had cars crashing into each other, we had submarines, we had tanks, we had all that good stuff. So I give that a 10. I give that a 9 out of 10. I give it a. All right. Goodbye.